Hi, I'm Brian.
Okay, so I don't know what's going to be the best angle here, so I'll just walk through. I'm about to build a small dam here, about 3 or 4 blocks high. It's going to start off with some cinder blocks and then some landscaping blocks that kind of interlock. So try and build it right here. I'll leave a keystone out kind of in the center to let the water flow through. I can do a wall, I think, of about 7 feet and about 3 layers. So I'm gonna try and do it, I think, right in here. And the idea is, you know, I've got walls basically, you know, it's hard to see up around the corner here, but I'm down in a big ravine, and the sides of that ravine are going to fall. So I'm gonna try to do the best I can to catch them when they do fall and kind of rebuild this back up little by little. So it's gonna be a long process, but it's gotta start somewhere. So this first thing, you know, stuff like this is gonna go pretty quickly. So around the corner here is a culvert tube that kind of tends to back up when water comes down here real fast. So I'm gonna try and catch things before they get there and slow the water down and catch some of this sediment and silt and these cliff walls basically as they fall. So I'm gonna start trying to build something right here. Okay, there's the first course of cinder blocks filled with rocks in their spaces and dirt, some bigger rocks behind them. That's my base. Now I'm going to start putting my landscape blocks up on top of that they have little lips to hold on, hopefully. So let's see what we can do. First attempt. I've got a course of cinder blocks at the bottom filled with rocks and dirt, kind of dug into the ground a little bit and into the side walls. And then each course on top of that are these landscape blocks that have a little lip on the edge. So as you build them up, they can't give that way because of that lip. So the idea is as the water hits them, it shouldn't be able to push them over. But I've left one stone out in the middle on purpose to let the water flow through, rather than if I made a straight course, it would hit this and maybe spill over the top, but as it spills over the top, it's probably going to work its way to the weakest point, which would be around the edges. The point of least resistance would be the edges. So you basically give it a point of least resistance where you want it to go, which is in the middle. And hopefully that way it won't erode the sides. Where I've dug it into the wall a little bit, but still the water would want to work its way there probably, unless you give it a way to go through. This may even need more courses, maybe kind of more of a curve up to really force the water down the middle. I don't know if just taking that one stone out is even going to be enough to kind of let the water flow through. I guess it depends on the size of the storm, how much water's flowing. But if I made a few more courses and kind of bent both sides up, I would really kind of give the water a path through here and stop it from eating the sidewalls away. If those blocks came down kind of like this gradually to the bottom and then back up. So that's my first attempt. We'll see what it does in the next storm. So here's a shot of it from above, just to show that I piled up dirt kind of behind it. The water would come from the right, and there's dirt packed behind it on the left just to reinforce it a little bit. I did decide to go up an extra course like I had talked about, so there it is with an extra course and 2 more stones left out to try and give it a nice path to go through the middle. Hopefully it does. So it's not real tall or anything, but the idea is if that fills up with sediment, then we can actually build a little higher as we go. So you want that to fill up with sediment, maybe get some vegetation growing in there, and nature kind of takes its course. So hopefully that's what happens. Thanks everybody for watching. If you'd like to give it a thumbs up, please. And feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more stuff like this. And share it with a friend if you know anybody who'd like it. Other than that, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.